All right, what's up, everyone? Today we're going to be working on Dan's Honda. It's what year is this thing? 1990 Honda. It's actually a pretty cool unit. Definitely needs some love, but we're going to get all that taken care of today. For anyone wondering, the Duramax is still over here and torn apart. Haven't touched it. There's a lift pump in the trunk of my car right now. So we're going to get the lift pump on because it won't hold prime. So the lift pump will at least help with that part. But for now, we're going to be focusing on this Honda. Jesus, no. Okay, you just want to tell everyone what's already done then? What needs done?
What? Those are two different things.
To tell what's done.
What's done?
What's already done?
What's already done?
Suspension wise.
So the car has upper control arms, new ones, new front coilovers. It has new wheel hubs, new wheel bearings.
Actually, don't look pretty
new
bad.
Upper and lower ball joints, and we're about to put on lower control arms. So I didn't do that whenever I put the uppers on.
I don't know why you didn't do that.
And tie rod ends and back coilovers.
Yeah.
Our coilovers are from Max Speeding Rods. They were like $200 shipped. And the front ones feel pretty good. They're a lot better than I thought they were going to be. And I daily drive it on back roads, so they're bumpy and rough. So, but it handles good and it's not too stiff.
Like my Passat.
Yeah, your Passat's
my Passat's in much.
And then the other thing, the last thing you have to do is that brake line is leaking.
Yeah, someone has to handbrake basically every time we go any place.
Well,
because
I stopped handbraking, that's why your garage floor is wet.
The front, you know what, I'm just going to let you explain these.
Those are the back, actually.
Yeah, these are back. That's
so
what
those
that's
are the
what
new
I was,
back coilovers.
that's totally what I was going to say.
I'm actually going to max them out. The limit on this is absolutely tight. The limit of how much threads you can have is 30 millimeters. I'm American. I don't actually know what that means, so I just measured out like 1.25 inches based on the Googly. And you have 1.25 inches of threads, and then you lock this one down. Make sure these are all lubed up so they don't rust in the winter with the salty roads and stuff.
Are these the adjusting tools then?
Yeah.
Okay.
That one will adjust.
I think there's two of these.
That one will adjust.
Yeah.
But yeah,
these things have to turn and
unthread them, and then you lock them down.
These actually feel. I thought they were going to be cheap coilovers, but these were actually like.
People have good reviews in the Max Speeding Rod coilovers.
Yeah,
okay, so Zach is tearing apart the other side of the car right now, going through the new parts, and I'm gonna take this brake line off because there's a pinhole in it, like somewhere back here. And you just take off these two bolts right here that are holding this brake line on, and there's a clip. There's just like, it's a little clip right there that you pull out with a pair of pliers. Then you undo the line. You undo this bolt, which is this end of the line. And then whenever you reinstall it, you have these two copper crush washers. And it's important that you make sure those are installed correctly and that you don't have the old one left on. Because if you do, your brakes will leak and you will not have any brake pressure to your whole system. You'll get air in the system and all that crap. But yeah, this is how the front coilovers look right now. I'm going to put ones in the back. It's going to look nice. You are supposed to either coat them with anti-seize or an equivalent with some sort of like rust protector. Because in the winter, the roads get salty. You get dirt and gravel up in there, and you want to make them easy to clean off, but you also want to keep them protected.
Dan's making a mess over here. And I'm over here beating out the bottom tie rod currently. And now this boot was absolutely shot. No grease in it at all. I gotta pray that this unscrews off that. If it doesn't, that's gonna be an issue, but I'll cross that bridge when I get there.
What?
All right, about 5 minutes into this job, tie rod does not want to come undone at all. So this nut has to back off this way first, and then the whole thing unscrews. But that's not happening. So I got this cool thing right here called a torch. So we're gonna heat it, and you're not supposed to heat suspension, I know. But we're gonna heat that up and pray that comes loose. Because this is Dan's ride home. And I really don't want to drive an hour to take Dan home. All right, after holding the torch on it for 5 minutes, it comes completely off. That's great. So I'm gonna leave that nut right where it's at. It's only backed off about half a turn, so I know exactly where to put this tie rod.
Okay guys, so I took the heat shield off because it's in the way. It just looks ugly. I mean, that looks ugly too, but we don't really care. The bolts came right out actually. None of them snapped off. Now, I've been having an issue with this thing where it has an irregular idle. like really rough idle. Like it sounds like it's not sure if it wants to run lean or rich. And this is my intake boot. It's cracked like this on this side and the other side. I don't know if you can see it. I can't see it, but I can feel it. It's about the same. So we are going to replace that soon, hopefully with a cold air intake. But I've been having a hard time finding one that I like, and one that's from a reputable company that's not absolutely outrageously priced. But yeah, if we replace that, it should idle pretty good since the whole thing's had a tune-up. Yeah, it's pretty rough, actually.
Might as well just pull off the whole intake.
Might as well run no intake.
I'll probably
get all the air.
We could probably fix it at least halfway.
Smells like you lit the brake fluid on fire.
I did. I was using the torch down here.
Yeah, Zach got the other tie rod end off and replaced already. He's doing this one real quick. I don't know why he's using a wrench when he could be using an impact.
I lost my socket.
It's right there, actually.
It is.
Oh, look at that boy.
That was actually pretty easy.
He knows how to swing his hammer.
Alright, so what we got going on right now is the shop chickens out here. Dan is afraid of chickens, but she's absolutely harmless. She's not going to do anything. Might eat the coilovers if she gets hungry, but he's pulling a dent right now.
I'll beat the crap out of you and the chicken.
It's just Orla.
I don't want anything to do with the chicken.
We got the shop chicken out. She's going to help us build a Civic. Ah!
You're so disgusting. Zach, I do not want the chicken. Jesus, no. Oh, that hurts so much.
We've kind of figured out how to get these things out. Basically, you want to keep it up in the hole and just pry down really hard on this. It's not the most scientific way, but I gotta get this over on this side. Preferably don't use a Harbor Freight pry bar for this.
Snap-on one's in the car.
You have a snap-on one?
I brought the snap-on.
Yeah, give me a snap-on one.
For this job.
Okay, I'm back with a snap-on bar. I don't feel like my life is at risk anymore. So now you just... Ta-da! Just like that, the coil's out. So, Dan's getting these things adjusted. They're a hair more short. I don't know if he knows what he's doing, but...
They're shorter, but they won't compress as much. The compression ratio is different.
Might sit a hair lower, too.
Yeah, it should sit higher.
Alright, what do you mean?
Does this make me look fat? Is it recording?
Yes, it's totally recording. That's going in the video. Okay, would you like to explain, everyone, what you're adjusting and why?
I just need the length of these to be the same. They're set. Well, this one's already set because I set it on accident a few weeks ago. But I have it set to 1 1/4" on this one, which is the same as the front. I need this one set to 1 1/4" of threads on this side. So it means that this in here is where the threads are. And I have 1 1/4" from the bottom of this blue thing into here. There's 1 1/4" worth of threads.
Okay, so the last coils were kind of annoying to get out. This one fell straight in and has multiple inches of room. So, pretty sure this thing is going to be slammed like 2 inches in the back.
I don't think it will. The reason being is after you pulled off that other coil, that whole back left corner went down farther. Like it settled. Like you were still kind of stuck on the bottom forks.
I think
you were stuck on the bottom forks because they were pinched.
you just don't want to acknowledge that this thing's about to be slammed.
We'll see. We'll see.
It's not even touching the ground.
It's not on the ground yet, and that's where we are. It's going to be tucked. Look how far down the front hangs.
Yeah, and we have it leveled on the jack stands right now.
Yeah. We're definitely going to have to turn down the fronts.
Okay, so I'm still working on the front end. It still needs a lower control arm, which is this piece right here. This piece that stretches from here to over there. Which to do so, I need to remove the... This should still be locked. I need to remove the sway bar link right here, which I already have unbolted. It's loose. And then I need to remove this traction bar, which keeps your wheels from hopping back and forth whenever you get on the gas. Just lost a piece of the car. I don't know what that was. But I should have done this a few weeks ago. I don't know why I didn't. I just didn't feel like it whenever I replaced these parts and then these parts and then this part and all that. But yeah, I need to remove this traction bar, which has 2 bolts. You can see back there, and they're very hard to get to. Once I remove those, the last bolt I need to remove is back there. And then after I remove that, it should drop right out, and I have the new ones. Okay, and we are back with the back right position on the vehicle. I let Zach handle the back suspension because he wasn't feeling super motivated. He knew it was going to be easy, so I said, go for it, bud. Zach goes to put these 2 bolts in. These 2 bolts hold this drag link arm thing.
You suck.
With this thing. They keep this thing from going back and forth. And this is what your wheel sits on. Zach pits those in, barely, and sends them home with his impact. Sends them home
gently tapped
with his impact after threading them half of a thread in.
They were a full thread in. And then they weren't.
And we are paying the price for it. This one, I'm not sure it's tight at all. So Zach stacked washers in the other one. We thread locked it. Or we
basically thread locked it.
We thread locked both of them. They're not going anywhere. If we need to replace anything else on the back suspension, which we have to soon, we're just screwed basically. And sometime this winter, Zach is going to drill out these holes and helicoil them, and we're going to do it together. So, yeah. But it's together. This is together. This wheel's ready to go on. Made in China. And it's fine. We're good. We're going back to the front of the vehicle now because it's literally... Zach, are you proud of yourself right now?
Yeah, I'm so tired. I wouldn't be
You know, we could have been done an hour ago.
Yeah, hours.
Literally. But
plural. Me
and Zach we're just some dudes in a garage with some music and some jacks.
We're just chill guys.
We're just chill guys. We'll come and watch your kid if you want us to, you know? Just...
All right. Now, Dan is not trusting the children. All right. So I joked about it being Thanksgiving before I get to sleep again. And it's currently Thanksgiving. How's it going, Dan?
It's going.
Are you just going to start this side?
Yeah, I'm just going to
just starting this side. The back end's done. Everything in the engine bay area is done. I'm getting this put back together. Need to hook up the traction bar still. And we're just going. I'm tired. Hopefully we can get done in the next hour, but we're just going to keep going. It's currently 2:30 in the morning. We finally got everything done, hopefully. That was a rough one.
We're significantly behind schedule, but we usually are. So technically it's an expected behind.
Yeah, we actually, last time we were out in the shop, I think it was
hour and a half from now.
3:30, and I fell asleep 4 times. So I was just in that chair right there, and Dan scared me, and then I threw something at him, and that all sounded badly. But here we go. I'm about to knock her off the jack stands.
You're gonna sit so much higher in the front.
Yeah, this thing's gonna be squatted, I fear.
Is it close?
It's not as bad as I thought. So
it's holy.
Okay.
Part of the issue is
the back
tires in the back.
The back end's perfect. Yeah, he got snow tires on the front right now. The back end's perfect.
You gonna lift it up and try again?
No, we're done. I'm so tired.
We're done.
I'm not. It's Thanksgiving. It's Thanksgiving right now.
This is the Thanksgiving episode, guys.
And
Zach's gonna release it tomorrow night or tonight.
Tonight?
Yeah.
Actually, it is.
Technically tonight.
Technically, no. I'm going to bed.
Special, the
Friday night. You'll see this Friday night, but
Friday night.
We're gonna get
today. Oh.
Yeah, the Thursday. We're gonna get the Honda buttoned up and get Dan out of here so he can go get some sleep before Thanksgiving, because he likes to eat.
I'm actually going. It moves a little bit.
Yeah, this thing is. We'll adjust that.
That's a lot stiffer than it was though.
After the cold season, the front end's definitely going to be going down.
It's going to go down before the cold season.
Or before the cold season, because Dan said so. So,
just a little bit.
Next time you guys see this, it's going to be even-ish.
Even-ish.
Alright, so that's going to be it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching. If you want to see any more Honda content, we're going to probably be doing a lot more work on that car because it's got a lot of potential, no rust. Well, minimal rust, but I need to get the shop cleaned up. So, thank you guys for watching. See you later.